If you have not seen any of the Drylands content from me before, this video will be a good place to start. Don't worry, we'll get back to what was behind that bus soon, but first I'll just quickly introduce you to the park. The Drylands is a park placed in an undefined location in the Sonoran Desert area in the United States. The zoo mainly focuses on species found in deserts and semi-desert areas, with some exceptions which can be tied into this theme somehow. The biggest inspiration for this concept is the living desert. I started this zoo in 2021, in the time between the releases of the Aquatic Pack and the Southeast Asian Animal Pack. Back then the number of species fitting this concept wasn't that big, so I didn't plan on this project being very long term. In the meantime, the DLCs have added a good bunch of new creatures to add to the park, so it just kind of kept growing. Besides from the two recent enclosure builds, the zoo has been standing quite still for the past half year. This park still has some work left in it, and there are some parts which I'm not that satisfied with any longer. From now on I'll try to get it more up to my current skill level, and what more obvious place to start than with the entrance. While the old entrance wasn't that bad, it felt like something you would find in a smaller type of zoo. Now I wanted to see if I could make something which would feel more modern and impressive. I tried out some different things and ended up using a lot of plast pieces to create some tilted square shapes which resembles the landscape you'll typically find in deserts. I moved the Just a Memento shop into the entrance complex, and this shop also works as an implied exit now, inspired by how real zoos do their layout. The old building for this store I turned into a toilet instead, only with minor changes. To bring some life to the entrance area, I decided to let the Prairie Dogs get a new home. The new habitat is partly placed on top of the main building for the entrance, giving it lots of height levels, and you might even be lucky to spot one of them before you enter the park. I made sure the Prairie Dogs could use most of the space in here, even though their hitboxes are a bit annoying to work with. Now I just need to figure out what to do with the old enclosure. Overall, the new entrance plaza is bigger and much more open, and already before you go through the gate you'll be able to sense some of the landscaping you're about to explore. I also made sure to have a lot of foliage around this area, and you'll even find plants on the roof, as well as solar panels, all a part of the zoo's green image. Now that the new entrance is fit for fight, I can move on with some of the many other loose ends, such as finishing a second African area, detailing a redo a lot of backstage parts, and make this terrarium building a bit more exciting. I will make a new playlist on my channel for my new Drylands videos. I want to hide the older ones a bit away since the quality is far from great. The new playlist will feature this, as well as my two recent builds, maybe a few of the older videos as well, and otherwise everything I make for this park going forward. Thank you for hanging out in the desert sun with me, and I hope you want to join me for more the Drylands videos in the future. And to give you the full experience of this new entrance, we'll take a little walk through it with the Explore Cam.
Amula?